Nigeria's female football team, popularly known as the Super Falcons, won the African Women Cup of Nations in Cameroon. But instead of this victory putting smiles on their faces, it pitted them against the football body over the payment of their allowances and bonuses. They took to the streets between the National Assembly and the Secretariat gate of the presidential villa to protest against this injustice. But it's now good news to the team because President Muhammadu Buhari has ordered the immediate payment of their allowances today. We are now joined by sports journalist Solomon Ajuziogu, joining us from Lagos. Thank you very much for joining us today on the morning call. But can you tell us more on the announcement that the Falcons will be paid?
Well, it's a verbal assurance that they will be paid. But those things, I do not take anything that is said seriously until it is done. Well, will we say the presidency will say that they weren't aware before this time, before the players protested in Abuja, that they have been paid? So it's an assurance, a pledge to pay. Until that happens, there is nothing I can say to that. In the first place, too, this matter has dragged to this point, I guess, because the presidency itself was trying to prove a point that the payment of the allowances and wages of Super Falcons players is not its responsibility. It is squarely that of the Nigeria Football Federation.
Well, Solomon,
I want to know from you, how has the government, how has the federation been reacting to this situation?
Well, the point has always been that the federation has complained about not having money. And everybody thinks that, okay, because it is Nigeria's color and it is Nigeria's flag, and so the government should take responsibility because it's an embarrassment to the nation. But the truth of the matter is that these football teams are run by the Football Federation. It has a responsibility to pay, but it has been complaining ever since Amadou Pinnick took over as the president of the NFF, that it doesn't have money. And so the thing is, if it does not have money, then who should give it money? The national teams are the biggest brands of football in this country. And to imagine that with all the grants, with all the monies that the Football Federation gets from FIFA, gets from sponsorship, gets from broadcast rights, it will keep complaining that it does not have money. I think that in itself is a cause for concern. At the heart of this matter is that the NFF does not have money, or they keep saying they do not have money. And I don't believe that a lot of Nigerians believe them.
Well, Nigerians have been angered by statements made by the Minister of Sports and Youth, Barrister Solomon Dalung, that he never expected the Super Falcons to win the competitions.
I think it's unfortunate that people go on to bully the sports minister over this matter. It's whether we want to acknowledge it or not. The president of the Confederation of African Football is Issa Hayatou, a Cameroonian. Cameroon was hosting the Africa Women Cup of Nations, and Nigeria has had a history of playing Cameroon on Cameroonian soil, and it's not been palatable for any Nigerian team, really. If the minister accused the NFF, well, not just accusing the NFF, maybe many Nigerians were also not as optimistic that the Super Falcons were going to win in Cameroon, considering the Cameroonians are also a football force to reckon with. But you must understand that whether they knew the team was going to win or not, allowances are allowances. Your salary is your salary. It's not dependent on whether you win or you do not win. You get paid winning bonuses if you win, but your allowances for camping, your allowances for taking part in a competition, your allowances for playing for the national team, they are your salary. They must be paid. The NFF officials get paid their monthly wages. The NFF officials probably get their extra codes as well. So why would the players get their money?
Voilà, vous l'avez suivi là à
That
l'instant.
was Solomon Ajoziogu, a sports journalist joining us from Nigeria in Lagos.